Okay, so let's take a look at GitHub's Classroom. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a class, and we're going to set it up in Cogspace, and we're going to then set an assignment. And the assignment, we're going to get some code from another repository in GitHub, and it's going to be called hello. And we're going to, once the assignment is set up, we're going to send a link to the student, who happens to be called John Tango. And if the student accepts, then a repo is going to be set up in the Cogspace class. And since the assignment is called hello, this is going to be called hello John Tango for the student. So the student now has that repository. They can clone it down to their machine, make changes to the code, and push it back up. So once the code is pushed back up to hello John Tango, it'll automatically trigger the test. And the test is built into the code. What it'll do is it'll copy the code to a machine in the cloud and run that test. And it'll automatically assign the grade back to the student. And we can see that in the Cogspace class. So here I am under Cogspace class, and at the moment we don't have any assignments. Let's make an assignment, create our first assignment. Let's call it hello. No deadline. We could choose a deadline if we wanted, but it's going to be an individual assignment, and we're going to make it public, and we continue. Now it gives us a chance to select a repository. So the repository I'm going to choose is under JRW0 MIT edu hello. There it is. So we're going to import that source. We're not going to set an ID for the student, and continue. But we are going to add a test, and we're going to run a node test, and let's call the test hello. May as well call it hello test. And the command is going to be npm test, and we've already set that up in the code. So we're going to give the student 10 points. And now we're going to create the assignment. So now we've got the assignment. Here it is. So now I'm going to copy the assignment here. So here we are. Now the student, I've only got one student in my class, but the student can accept the assignment, and it knows that once you accept the assignment, you'll be granted access to hello John Tango repository in Cogspace. So accept the assignment. It's creating a repository. And any time now that the student pushes code to this repository, it's going to automatically run the tests. Let's go and take a look. So here we are. And let's just take a look at the code. So here's the code for hello. So it's just a function called hello that takes an argument t and then returns hello plus t. Here I'm calling it with world, and it'll print out hello world. Now the test, let's go and look at the test. So here's the test, test.js. So what this does is it's going to require the hello, and now it's going to test, and it expects, if I call it with world, that it'll expect it equal to hello world. So that's a test run in jest, and now it's going to automatically run that test. Let's go back to the classroom. So here we are. Here's the individual assignment. Let's take a look. So the student, their latest commit passed the test. So let's view the test results. So here they are. So this was the auto grading. It ran this test. Let's have a look at it. It checked out the code, ran the test. Let's take a look at the test. Here's the test. It ran hello test. There were some warnings here. It added 504 packages from 343 contributors. So it's building quite a lot of code, but here's the actual test in jest, and it ran hello.test.js, printed out hello world, and passed the test. So here you see we've got one test suite, test passed, and so they get full marks. So that's how Cogspace keeps track of the students. So under Cogspace, you'll see here's that student, and as you saw, they got full marks for that assignment. So that's pretty neat. So goodbye for now, and good luck with your assignments.